So let's read through that. The scenario for today is doing housework. Okay. Tom and his roommate Maya woke up late Saturday. Their apartment was a mess. So when your apartment is dirty, untidy, not clean, the easiest way, the most natural way, as in like a native speaker, is to use the word mess or messy. So mess is a noun, messy is an adjective. The apartment was messy or it was a mess. It was a mess. There were dirty dishes in the sink, laundry in a pile, dust on the shelves, and crumbs all over the floor. Let's take a look at each part. Dirty dishes in the sink. What is a sink? You gotta know the difference between sink and basin. Sink versus basin. Does anyone know the difference between sink and basin? So I'll give you a hint. One has to do with dishes, and the other has to do with hands and faces. So one can be found in the kitchen, the other can be found in the bathroom. So which one can be found in the bathroom?
Basin.
Basin is usually found in the bathroom. That's very good. Sink is the one in the kitchen.
Kitchen.
Okay. So that's the American usage. Sometimes British people use that interchangeably. So sink can mean both things, or a basin or wash basin is the same thing as sink. But in the United States, usually they separate the terms. Okay, sink is about washing dishes, and basin is about washing your hands and your face. So that's the basic difference. So here we are using sink because we're talking about dishes. So that's in the kitchen. The kitchen is dirty, as dirty with dishes in the sink. And then laundry in a pile. Laundry. Usually you don't say clothes. Show me with the clothes in the pile. Your laundry in the pile. That means your laundry basket is full of clothes that are dirty and then that hasn't been washed. So laundry in a pile. And then dust on the shelves. That's easy. And then crumbs all over the floor. This could be useful. Crumbs all over the floor. What are crumbs? Crumbs. When you eat some bread or biscuits or some cookies, and then you don't eat clean, so you got all the crumbs falling down to the table or everywhere on the floor. So crumbs. မုံကြိုးအကြွေတွေဟလားစာအနာလေးတွေဖတ်လေးတွေကြာပြီးတော့ကြံရစ်နေတာ crumbs တွေလို့ခေါ်တယ် So crumbs all over the floor. Crumbs all over the floor. Okay. Maya picked up her coffee and suggested to clean the whole apartment. So Maya is having coffee and then she thinks it's a good idea to clean the whole apartment. Tom sighed and nodded. Okay, nodded. They made a list and divided the work. This is useful. When you make a list, it's a good idea to divide the list into different sections or different parts, especially when you are working with another one, someone else together. Okay, divide the work or divide the tasks. That's a good idea. And Tom did the laundry while Maya cleaned the kitchen. So we're using while because it happens at the same time. Someone is doing this, the other is doing that at the same time. So we use while. Later, they vacuumed and wiped the shelves together. They vacuumed and wiped the shelves together. They vacuumed. So you know a vacuum cleaner, right? Also sell it. And we can use that as a verb, vacuum. So let's try to pronounce it loud, okay? Vacuum,
Vacuum.
vacuum,
Vacuum.
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 Okay, good. So they vacuumed and wiped the shelves together. Maya got annoyed. တရားရောက်ကကိုယ်စိတ်နှောက်ယှက်ဖြစ်အောင်လုပ်တယ်။အမှားလို့ဆိုရင်တော့အဲ့လိုသွားတွေးရဆိုရင်စိတ်ထဲမှာ I am angry or I get angry လို့ဖြစ်မှာနော် but not really angry, it's annoyance. Okay, Maya got annoyed. Somebody annoys you. Somebody did something that make you feel uncomfortable or agitated or angry, you can say, is that person is annoying. I feel annoyed because that person is annoying. I feel annoyed because that person is annoying. So Maya got annoyed because Tom forgot to clean the bathroom mirror, and Tom complained about taking out the trash again. Now, another useful one,အမိုက်ပြစ်တာကိုဗမာလိုသွားတွေးရင်ဘာထွက်လာလဲ you throw the garbage, you throw the trash ပြစ်တယ်ပေါ့နော် throw ဆိုပြီးတော့သွားတွေးမယ် that's not the natural usage in English. Native speakers always say take out the trash မိုက်ပြစ်တယ် take out the trash, take out the trash. So Tom complained about taking out the trash again. That means in the past Tom had been doing that multiple times, so he is not happy about that. After 2 hours, the apartment was clean and they both sat down. They were tired but happy. So, this is the little scenario, and we will base on that scenario and then try to pull out all the potential conversation. So, let's take a look at the example over here. So, when you see the verb suggested, this is coming from this part over here, suggested, right? Maya picked up her coffee and suggested to clean the whole apartment. So when you see that verb, that means somebody is saying something to another person, right? Let's clean the whole apartment today. တခုပြောမှာပေါ့နော်အဲ့ဒါကိုဆွဲထုတ်မယ်ဘာဖြစ်နိုင်လဲ and there are multiple ways to say that, so we will also try to figure that out together, and you will have to shout out loud, okay?